Hey guys, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that all of you are doing well. Today's video is a little bit different because I'm going to share with you a little bit about my hair loss journey, what has been happening with me for the last couple of years, what I've been doing, and a new step that I'm about to take, and I want to take you guys along for the ride. So if you're interested in hearing all about this, definitely keep watching. So just before I start, let me definitely put a disclaimer in this video to say that I am not a dermatologist, I'm not a hair specialist. I am just going to share with you my journey, what I have noticed on my journey, what has helped me, what I'm going to try, and I'd love to hear any comments down below what your journey has been, because this is an issue that I think affects so many people in different ways. And for some people, this issue is extremely serious and they require medical intervention. For some of us, it might be because of other issues, which we will get to in a little while. But the point is, I really wanted to just kind of bring awareness to this and just let you know that if you are going through hair loss, excessive hair shedding, that it happens to a lot of us. You are not alone. This could actually be really emotionally taxing on a person, especially women, and it can bring on a lot of extra stress for us. So that's kind of why I wanted to share this. But absolutely, if you are noticing that you've been trying a lot of things with regards to your hair loss and it has not been helping, definitely check a professional. You might need medical intervention, you might need actual medication, because there are some cases that require that. This is not what I'm going to be talking about today, but I just wanted to include that information because there are some people that might need that intervention, and I just want to encourage you to take that step if you need to. So first things first, hair shedding is normal. I know that there are people who literally freak out if they see 5 hairs. That's actually normal. Did you know that it is absolutely normal for us to shed 100 hairs every day? That sounds like a lot. What happens and what actually causes alarm is when some of us notice that we are shedding way more than 100 hairs a day. We start noticing things. Some people might start seeing bald spots where they were not seeing bald spots before. You may be noticing that your hair doesn't have the volume that it had before, and there are several things that can be happening that might alert us that we might be losing more hair than normal. Now, it's important for us to understand that our hair grows through a particular cycle. There is a growth phase where the actual hair grows. Then there is a transition stage where the hair follicle stops growing. And then there is the third stage, which is kind of like a resting stage. The hair stays in this place for a couple months and then it sheds, and then the cycle starts all over again, where hair follicle will start growing all over again. At any given time, about 10 to 15% of our hairs are in that last stage, just getting ready to fall out. And that's why we have that normal hair shedding process. Now, there are so many things that can cause hair loss. Simple things as just getting older. Perhaps you are severely ill, cancer, hormonal changes in your body, stress, which I will get into a little bit later, childbirth, hereditary hair loss, sometimes even the way that you style your hair, your overall health. All of these plus more could have impacts on your hair growth and your hair loss. Let me just get into my own story. So I am of mixed heritage. I have both African and Indian heritage. But unlike some of my siblings, I never really had a very thick hair. My hair has always been on the thinner side. So you can imagine if there is hair loss or excess hair shedding, it is going to show up a lot more for me. I never really noticed the issue or never noticed a huge problem until postpartum. So my pregnancy was really good to me. I always tell Hadassah that she was wonderful for my hair and my skin and my nails because they thrived. Like, I had the thickest hair that I could remember in my lifetime. While I was pregnant, I was doing so well. And I knew that postpartum hair loss was normal to occur and was something that I could probably expect. So I was actually dreading it. So to kind of preempt that, one of the things that I did is that after I had Hadassah, I continued taking my prenatal vitamins for 18 months. That helped a lot because I literally was waiting for the postpartum hair loss to happen and it did not. In fact, people messaged me about it because my hair continued to thrive a lot. And I was telling them, listen, I'm staying on my prenatals and so on. And then I realized, can't stay on prenatals forever. I mean, prenatals are designed to prepare your body to carry a baby, as well as because you're carrying a baby, right? And then the mix of vitamins and minerals in a prenatal will be a little bit different in terms of the composition, in terms of what we might need on a regular day-to-day basis. So the day came about 18 months after I had my baby when I stopped taking my prenatals. And within a couple of weeks, what did I notice? My hair started to shed. The hair loss was crazy. So literally what I did is I think I just delayed the process because it all started to come out at that point in time. So of course I needed to do something about this. I started to read up more about hair growth oils. I started to look at my hair care, my scalp care. I started to do a lot of research because one of the things that a lot of people take for hair loss and hair growth by extension is biotin. The studies and the research on that, I will advise you to double check on that, especially if you're one of those persons that are convinced that biotin medically does something for hair growth and hair loss. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people who swear by biotin and for whom once they have biotin in their diet, they actually see a difference in their hair. However, for me personally, I did try biotin many years ago. I cannot take biotin because I'm one of those people that will get horrible cystic acne if I take biotin, so that definitely was not on the cards for me. So I needed to find another way to try to treat what was happening before getting to a doctor. So I started experimenting with some hair care products, and like I mentioned, hair growth oils. I started to see improvement. It started to slow down. I started to look at my diet and all of that, and I was actually doing pretty well. I was happy with the reduction in the hair loss at the point in time. Yes, it was still happening, but it wasn't as bad, but I still wasn't back to pre-pregnancy, if you know what I mean. So I was going okay. It felt like this might be my new normal, for want of a better term. And then about a year ago, I got COVID. Now, I didn't think anything about this. I went through the whole COVID process. I recovered fine. And then a couple of weeks later, I started to notice that this hair shedding started to increase a lot more. And I was like, what's going on? By the way, at that point in time, I did not tie the two events together because I had no idea. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Then I started to research and I realized that post-infection or post-virus, that this hair loss was absolutely normal and a lot of people were reporting it. This type of hair loss was telogen effluvium. It's a little bit different from postpartum hair loss, which happens because of the drastic shift of hormones in your body and that type of thing. What happens with telogen effluvium is that your hair is pushed a little bit faster from that last stage so that the hair shedding happens more rapidly. So it's a bit of a shift in your hair cycle, the natural hair cycle that your hair would have gone through. There is a shift that happens, and that can happen for many reasons. So why a lot of people have been getting a lot more hair loss post-infection is because this is actually normal. If you've been sick, if you had a virus, if you've had a fever, if you went through an extremely stressful event in your life, probably you're dealing with grief or death, depression, which I think is all around us today, and way more people are experiencing this type of hair loss now than we probably would have been talking about in recent years. Now, something that I just want to note here, that it's not just people who went through C19 that has been experiencing this. There are people who just from the stress of this entire period of time that we've experienced in the last 2 years, that increased stress level just triggered hair loss of them. So that it seems as though hair loss has become a normal thing. So many people are talking about it now, and so many people are looking for answers. For me, the hair was everywhere. Where I am working, the hair was there. It would be on my bed. It would be on the ground in my bedroom. And worst of all would be when I go to shower, the hair would be so much that it will clog the drain in the bathroom, and my husband will actually have to make comments about it. And when I say clog, I mean it will clog so much that if you're taking a shower, the whole floor will start to actually fill up as though it's a pool because it clogged the drain. So I really needed to do something because I was just like, oh my God, my hair is already so thin. I will go bald if this continues to happen because the shedding was just crazy. And that's when I started to become a little bit more serious, and I literally edited my entire hair care routine, what I was doing. I started to look into scalp health because I realized how much of an important role it plays for healthy hair growth and helping to support your follicles and all of that. So I really started to go in and look at what I could do topically, what I could do at home to really help my hair. And I have had amazing progress. So in editing my hair care routine, and especially what I would do topically for my hair, I actually tried a lot of products, and that's when I came across the Some by Me anti-hair loss Cica hairline. I started first with the hair tonic, applying that not only to my freshly shampooed hair, but every single day in my hair, I would spray this into my hair and I would actually massage the scalp. I would massage the roots of my hair, give it a good massage. I will actually sometimes use those scalp brushes, pass it through my hair when I applied this, and really allow my scalp to be stimulated. With this product alone, I saw such a drastic improvement. In fact, I didn't even notice the improvement. It was my husband, because he was the one who actually made the comment, wait a minute, didn't you just wash your hair? How come the drain in the bathroom not clogged? And then I was like, oh my God, yes. I really started to notice that there was a difference. And then I actually decided to check the strands of hair that would actually shed in a week. So I actually took a particular brush. I started to use that brush in my hair, and I used the brush every day for a week without removing the hairs that came out. And I looked at it and I realized my hair was actually shedding a whole lot less. Because I started getting those results with that hair tonic, I actually started using the hair treatment and the shampoo from this entire line. And those two things really bumped it up and supported what the hair tonic was doing. And I have been absolutely loving the results that I have been getting with this line. Then I continued my research and I started to realize the importance of scalp exfoliation. And I am actually going to show you my updated hair care routine. It might be the video that's going to come up next. So I'm going to show you my entire routine from wash to styling and what I'm doing, what I'm using now that has been absolutely helping my hair. But then I started doing scalp exfoliation and I found a couple of products that I absolutely love. But stay tuned, because in the hair care routine video, I will go into a little more detail as to what I'm using, why I'm using it, and how I use it. And then there were a couple other things that I did. So I continued using hair growth oils, but I used them a little bit differently from how probably a lot of people use them. I don't use them every single day. One of the most obvious reasons is because my hair is actually on the thinner side, and therefore if I put oils in my hair every single day, my hair is going to be completely weighed down, which I don't want. I wash my hair once a week, and that has been the best for my own personal scalp health. And then when I'm finishing my hair routine in terms of my wash, my condition, and all of that, I actually finish with volumizing products. So that has been the combination that I've been using really to treat my hair and to maintain my hair and have it in a place where I feel more confident and more comfortable than I was probably a year ago. My hair today may not be the best example of that, and that's actually because I'm way overdue for a wash, but we'll talk about that some other time. Some other things that I have done is that I noticed as well, especially because of the period of time that we've been in for the last couple of years, I have absolutely bumped up the supplements that I've been taking in terms of my immune support and so on. And when I actually increased the amount of vitamin D3 that I was taking, when I actually found out the correct amount I should be taking, especially now, I noticed that there was a difference in my hair as well within a few weeks. Now, that is actually something that's supported by studies. You could actually do some research, and I had no idea, because I actually started to notice these things visibly and then actually went and checked to see, okay, is this having some kind of impact on my hair as well? Zinc and vitamin C actually as well could also play a role in your hair health, your hair growth, your hair loss, your scalp health, and all that. So look into it. And then something that's really, really, really important for you to keep in mind is managing stress. Stress is one of the biggest triggers for this type of hair loss. So things like ashwagandha supplements, which is one of the things that I take that help me to manage stress, at least stress in my own body as well, is one of the things that actually has helped. You will also see that there are products that are marketed for this type of thing, and they actually include ashwagandha extract. That was something that I came across that was interesting. Again, I'm not an expert here. I'd love to hear your comments. We could definitely have a discussion about this below, because this is a journey in which I'm learning. I am definitely not versed in here the way I know about skin. So continuing on this journey, I was doing well as I started to do this hair routine and all of that and making all these changes that I mentioned to you. And then a couple weeks ago, I decided, because I had purchased a bottle of Olaplex number 3. I have actually stopped using Olaplex for a while now since I started doing this whole new hair care routine. Like I said, that will be coming up soon. But I had the number 3 and I was like, you know what? This is going to be a little treatment for my hair. Let me try this. Now, mind you, I have tried this before, but like years ago. I haven't used it anywhere close to like just before my pregnancy or post-pregnancy. So I decided to use this a couple weeks ago. To refresh my memory, I went and I read the instructions all over again, and I followed the instructions to a T. As I was rinsing this product from my hair was coming out in grubs. I literally looked at it in the sink and I was like, oh my God, what is happening to me? I called my husband immediately. I was like, Anthony, look at this, look at this, look at what's happening, because he too would have noticed that my hair loss and my hair shedding had drastically reduced. And I was like, what was going on? And he asked me the question right there, what did you do different? And I was like, Well, the only thing that I did is that I'm now trying this Olaplex No. 3 treatment. And he was like, well, that might be it. So you should have seen how I was actually rinsing my hair at the sink that day. I was pouring the water so carefully and not pulling on my hair at all, because if I just made the slightest movement, my hair was just coming out. I have no idea what happened. And following that experience, I went online to check if this had happened to anybody else, and then I saw that there were tons of people who experienced hair loss following Olaplex No. 3. Now, I am not sure what happened there. I don't know if I developed some type of allergy. This is just, again, my own personal experience, because I know so many people who do so well with this product, but I am not going anywhere near that. I stopped it, and literally now I'm trying to recover from the amount of hair that I lost a couple of weeks ago. So the reason why I'm calling this my journey, and I want to share with you guys something that I'm about to start for my hair, is because just recently, Ladora, the same brand that I raved about with regards to the red light therapy, one that I've been using on my skin, and I've been having such great results. They recently launched the world's first pod-based device for hair and scalp. I could not believe it, because I was on Ladora's website. I was looking at the stuff. I know that they were working on a hair product because they have been sneaking hints for a while, and I saw that it was launched and I got so excited. So here it is. I got it. I've not used it yet. It came in such perfect timing because I was thinking to film this video to share with you guys what I've been doing for my hair loss and so on. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait for this to arrive. I want to show you guys what I'm going to be doing so that I can report back to you. You guys could know what has been happening and all of that. So this is it. I am so super excited. This is not going to be a review, but more so to just show you what I got. So it comes with the instruction card, and this is my gorgeous pod device. And of course it comes with your charger and all of that. It comes with all the instructions, how to take care of it, how to use it. But essentially this has some key features that is going to help your hair and your scalp. Based on what I've seen on their website from people who tried it, 98% of people said their hair looks smoother and shinier after one use. 87% of people said that they saw an improvement in their scalp and health quality in 30 days, and 82% of people saw an increase in hair density in 4 months. And that's what I'm going for, because my hair, like I mentioned, is on the thinner side. I want to manage my hair loss, but I also want to help the hair that I actually have. So I am so super excited for this. So this is the device, and inside these boxes are 2 pods. So you take one of the pods, you put it in here. Those pods are particular blends of ingredients. They have different types, and they actually recommended certain ones to me with regards to postpartum hair loss and all of that, which I will be trying. So you put it in here. So while you are actually getting the red light therapy and all of that for your scalp, you are actually infusing your hair with these amazing ingredients. So the device has, of course, a red light therapy, which Ladora is known for, and it does it through 30 medical grade LED bulbs. It also has microcurrent stimulation, which will encourage oxygen-rich blood flow to your scalp. And we're talking about scalp health and giving it what is needed to be the best soil for good hair growth. There's also sonic vibration, so you are going to be getting some massage here. It's going to be excellent for relieving tension in your head and all of that. And then, like some of the other devices, this also has therapeutic warmth, so that's actually going to help the permeability and the absorption of what's coming from the pod into your scalp as well. Listen, I couldn't be more excited right now. You all have no idea. So I am going to be reporting to you guys on my hair journey, what I noticed while I'm using this. I don't know if probably I'll do it on Instagram, giving you little updates as I go along. And then I will probably come back on YouTube and give you guys a full review of my thoughts once I have used this for a couple of months. But based on my experience with Ladora products, I have absolutely no doubt that I am going to enjoy this. Of course, if you are interested, I will leave the link down below. Their website has a ton of information about all the technology that went into the research of producing this device. It is absolutely amazing. Their customer service is really helpful in terms of answering any questions as well. And my code is also available to you to get a discount if you decide to purchase this. I will leave my affiliate link down below. You guys know that I only stand behind brands that I absolutely enjoy working with and whose products I definitely believe in. I would love to hear more about your own hair loss journey. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.